what do I call you anyway?
Call me Ryder.
As in train rider.
Call me Ryder with a Y. Ryder.
All right, hell yeah.
Thank God there's no video on this one.
No video, dude. No video, no fucking disappointments. I'm going to still be doing Facebook Marketplace shopping. But just
during the podcast?
Yeah.
All right.
I have to, yeah.
Okay, well, that means I have to pick up the slack then. I was going to let it ease slowly into some sort of like, just like a shunting along fucking, you know, this is like a barely guzzling train, you know.
We have to, this is episode 2, because we lost a bunch of early episodes, and then one of the episodes I said it, so we can't.
Yeah.
That
So no more saying it, because we live in the Bronx now, and
we're back to not saying, respectfully not saying.
Respectfully? Yo, respectfully?
Respectfully, I have made a very recent decision.
Yo, like within the last couple of weeks, I've been like thinking.
It's
and like
not.
I shouldn't say it.
Nobody should. If I can't.
Well, no white person should.
Yeah. Anyway.
Under any circumstances. Not even if it were to save a life. Not even if saying it would confuse a burglar or something.
The best episode of House MD where he's like, I have to say it to them.
You need 20 cc's of saying it.
They're like, dude, House, you're crazy for this.
House, I don't understand how this will work. It's like, trust me.
How could this possibly heal celiac disease?
Trust me, I'm a racist doctor.
If there was a disease that it could heal, celiac.
I think it would just shock you into forgetting you're white.
I've never met anybody with a gluten allergy that I was like, you definitely haven't said it.
A gluten allergy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's we need to. Immersion therapy.
Immersion therapy.
Immersion therapy.
Immersion therapy.
All right.
We're not going to say it, but we're going to tiptoe through the fucking raindrops around it. It'll be our umbrella.
Anyway, we relocated from Queens to the Bronx. I don't know why I'm
or Denver to the Bronx, or your mother's hole to here. Who cares? Anyone that's listening to this, like, because we know we're gonna make it, but it's gonna be a kind of Faustian bargain.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like getting your wish granted by a genie, and it goes horribly wrong. You know.
That's why I'm trying to like get. I want the people that. I want, honestly, the fucking psycho losers that are going to be listening to this to have a quality timeline of what.
Yeah.
And then when we get
it's like if
cameras
Ted
up running, they can watch.
A podcast.
Yeah. A lot. It's all in code. We're actively taunting the FBI.
You just got to be a cryptographer to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. God damn it.
This is going to be one of those when we'll open the time capsule or the vault in 100 years. It's just a bunch of scraps of paper with the N-word on it.
Yeah. Do they still have Ted's cabin? They took it and they put it in
a museum, I hope.
Yeah,
it belongs in a museum.
It's just also he was schizophrenic. Like
they just are one guy with a cart rolling the cabin down the warehouse.
Yeah.
With a bunch of others, just like Tower 7 is in there. So the Branch Davidian compound's in the corner.
The body missing a leg from.
It's just a leg with a toe tag. Yeah.
Oh, it was a leg they found, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a black female's leg below the knee.
A black female's leg below the knee.
Yeah, and no one matched it.
Is there? Do we know of any black women that is missing a leg below the knee?
I'm sure Medea.
Yeah, the character, not
The
Tyler
character,
Perry.
no.
Tyler Perry has all of his limbs, but
No, Tyler Perry is very convincingly playing a woman who has too much pride to admit she lost her leg to diabetes.
oh, that's very funny. We should get this on right. What was the Medea the perfect Medea impression?
Oh shit! No, oh fuck! You're putting me on the spot. I don't remember it.
It's her talking to Alexa.
Alaska, let me ask you a question.
Alaska, let me ask you a question.
Oh yeah, I even fucked it up. Alaska, let me ask you a question. And I, for whatever reason, I just wrote the perfect line in a Medea movie.
Yeah. I wonder if that is how. Have you watched those movies?
No, I watched House of Pain.
House of Pain. I
liked House of Pain.
I used to, when I was like 19, I would shoplift movies from the King Supers. From the grocery store, like down the street from us. Was
it actually on a rack? Like sometimes, like I worked at a Tedeschi Food Mart where they had DVDs on a rack, and no one ever bought them. But like sometimes the 15-year-old DVDs are nicely presented, and most of the time it's just in a big bin.
I think they had both. They had. I don't remember a lot of that. A lot of those memories aren't available to me, but
like they don't even do that at Walmart anymore.
Well, this was when I was 19. This was 16 fucking years ago.
Yeah,
some shit like
okay.
that. But so
I
stole
are now 31-year-old DVDs.
I stole a bunch of DVDs for when the fuck did Medea come out? I stole.
Medea's always been coming out. And will continue to... Ever since 9/11, Medea's been constantly coming out.
2005. So, yeah. It was around... Anyway, I got like a couple of Tyler Perry's movies. It was like Diary of a Mad Black Woman and I Can Do Bad All By Myself. What
was that one about?
I don't know. Because they're plays, essentially. They're like...
Yeah.
And then... So they're like exiting stage...
Was he in the theater in Atlanta? It feels like he was.
He must have been. I don't know much about him, but I just remember watching it and being like, "Oh, Medea, like a loud black woman, an old black, old black."
Don't say it.
I'm never saying it again.
I learned and I grew.
I grew as a person. If you've heard me say it,
I grew as a person.
If you've heard or seen me say it on the internet, I don't even recognize. I don't even recognize that
version of someone else. In fact,
I'm Jamie Kilsteining reverse. I'm going back into the closet.
Yeah. I'm going back in the chrysalis.
Yeah, I'm going woke.
I'm going hard woke.
Anyway, the movies, because I was like, oh, like I've seen it, it's a funny character. I think undeniably, Medea.
Medea makes me uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you were molested by your auntie?
Yes.
She tugged on your wiener and now you know?
No, but that was basically... I was molested by two women that both looked like my one auntie.
Oh, okay.
And not actually. This was at a strip club when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
And they were grabbing at my pecker. And it was soft.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's going on here? Come on. And I was like, I got to leave.
Through jeans or what?
Yeah. They were like, it was insane.
Yeah. Like,
it was at a strip club where, and I don't even know if I said this on the old podcast that shall not be named. Yeah. But it was at a strip club on the highway near Fort Bliss in El Paso. And there were TVs above where the strippers were dancing on stage, and they were playing the news, and the news was pulling my attention. That's how bad the strip club was.
Fuck.
They were atrocious. They were every stripper at that strip club had like a clavicle tattoo that said "Baby Shoes Never Worn." It was like they're each their own sad short story.
Dude, one time I fucking went to...
Judge me not, for I laid on my baby in the bed.
Yeah, I rolled over.
While co-sleeping.
I was born without the instinct to not roll over on my baby. I went to a strip club Though it was probably one of the saddest. I've been pretty sad at strip clubs before, I guess. But one of them, I went and saw a girl that I went to high school with. She was like in a grade below me, and me and my buddy would like called me, and he was like, "Hey, this girl's like stripping down the street from my house. We got to go." And I was like, "We do have to go." And we were like laughing and high fiving each other like the whole way there. And then we
like American Pie style montage.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be so, and then we just got there and we were like, we're laughing and we're like, dude, she's gonna have to dance for us, ha ha ha. And then we got there, we're like, oh god, she has to dance for us.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, she'll get fired if she doesn't.
And she's like dancing, and she's like, how have you guys been? And we're like,
oh, hey guys, what's up? Just casually. She's over it.
Yeah, she's
oh yeah, you guys are like the 8th group of my friends from high school to come in. Where have you guys been? I thought you'd be here by now.
Yeah, I thought you guys would be in the first round.
Kind of hurts my feelings, honestly. I thought you guys would come like and congratulate me on my first day.
Yeah, it was.
That's like sadder than seeing like someone that was on the honor roll with you still working at the grocery store, like the local grocery store 2 years after.
Did you have we had a guy named Dan that worked at the same gas station the entire time that I last time I went back, I think he still worked there.
Did he have
he's worked there forever.
Dan syndrome?
No, he was like a nerd kind of
well,
Asperger.
We all know what that means. Yeah, that's not, he had a kind of syndrome.
Yeah. He was.
Why is that not? Why aren't we nicknaming the special kids Syndrome? Why aren't we doing that?
What do you mean?
Well, like that's, you remember Syndrome from The Incredibles?
Oh no, I don't.
No, just nickname them Syndrome. That's fun. You can even do it to the autistic kids because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because they're less than human.
The guy's name was Syndrome?
No, that would be cool.
Was that a villain? Anyway.
Yeah, it was Jason Lee, the Scientologist. The
point is, it would be Medea saying something funny for like 10 minutes, and then it would just be like a dramatic story about like a marriage falling apart.
Right.
And then a woman singing in the middle of it because he's like a theater fag. So he would like, he was doing like musical theater bullshit in.
Is that one fine?
What?
Can we blast the F slur?
Yeah, fag, I think it's fine.
Okay, good. Thank God. Yeah, listen, I can only be caged
if
in.
We suck dick,
I'm a free.
If we're willing
I'm a
to
wild
suck dick,
horse,
I think we're okay.
I need to roam. I need to spread my wings.
Yeah, I need to spread my bigot wings to.
I need to spread my cheeks.
I need to spread a man's butt cheeks and have sex with him as a smoke screen.
Scream the F word into his a-hole.
It's weird that you said that. Like, scream faggot into his butthole.
I'm going to scream your little faggot into his bungus.
Just censoring the wrong thing. Fucking. Anyway, that was upsetting because I was not a musical theater. Now I understand it more, but you're like, it's like in the middle of.
Honestly, musical theater sucks.
It does suck. I don't know what the.
I get the appeal. It's like, musical theater is like, you know when you're trying to nail someone down in the DSM and like the term magical thinking comes up. It's like being able to engage in that without having to take lithium, you know?
Like being a theater person?
Just like being enamored by the theater or by a theatrical story, like a Broadway play, and the way that the world is in a Broadway play. You get to kind of engage in a manic episode without actually.
No, totally. I was watching somebody do I saw a video of like the cast of Beetlejuice the musical, which nobody fucking asked for.
No.
And
I
there's like
want
a
to
guy.
see the sequel, and it's just because Michael Keaton rules.
Yeah, I like Michael Keaton. Here's the thing: not even a big fan of Beetlejuice the movie. I like the cartoon. I like the character Beetlejuice.
The cartoon ruled.
Yeah, the cartoon's great.
Movie.
But and the movie's fine, but it's not great. It's not.
It's
great,
one of those movies where everyone that really likes it sucks.
Yeah, I'm like you like
suck.
you like whimsigoth bullshit.
Yeah,
which is fine. God bless, whatever. But don't act like the movie. Don't act like it's like stop acting like Tim Burton is like this.
I love Tim Burton. I suck.
You do suck.
It's at least it's not like what the fuck is the one that they always do the midnight showings?
Rocky Horror.
Yeah, it's not Rocky Horror. At least it's somewhere between.
I like her. I'm a big
like it would
Rocky
go
Horror.
Rocky Horror at the bottom, Beetlejuice in the middle, like Cecil B. Demented at the top. You know, of like gay things that are real like stylized and kind of corny to like. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I love John Waters, but
Yeah, John
What were
Waters
we
is
ta-
the best version.
we were talking about musicals. Like I was watching the cast of like doing like a dry run, like not a dress rehearsal. They were all like
They're
in
just
street
sticking it in dry.
street clothes. Yeah, just raw dogging a musical.
They didn't even spit in their palm before they started conducting.
But you watch this guy like singing. The guy who plays Beetlejuice, and he's like singing this song. He's like about being Beetlejuice. Again,
yeah,
it's
like injecting
a
music into something that already has a bunch of music in it.
A poorly written song, like that's like
why
telling,
the fuck? Someone in Williamsburg who was, I don't know how they're like queer and gender nonconforming, but I guess it ended. Here's where home base was: butch, woman, lesbian. And I have no idea what the journey was to get there, but they and I think their pronouns were that. Like they said that they were like the fact that they made Mean Girls the movie a musical made me not want to watch it, and then I had to go see it with my girl, and it was good, you know. But still, I'm like, why the fuck is that a musical?
It does because
It's not even defined by
because
the
we
music
have-
on the soundtrack. Like that's
what
not.
I'm
No one
saying.
gives a shit about
we're
it.
like we have this.
Whereas like at least
industry
Beetlejuice is like
of-
daylight.
It's because you have all these art schools around New York where people are learning how to perform musicals, but they're the least creative people on the planet.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's do like
It's like how improv is all a trick, you know.
yeah.
How it's very rigid and structured, and it seems spontaneous.
And they're like, let's do Waterworld the musical because they
That sounds
can't-
awesome, actually.
That actually, as it came out of my mouth, I was like, "Fuck!"
it's
what a
apparently-
fucking shit example of a shitty. Like,
I heard that they don't get rid of the Waterworld, like the Waterworld show at not Paramount. What's the Orlando? Universal Orlando. They don't get rid of the Waterworld show there because it would actually lose them money than just leaving it. The amount of money it would take to deconstruct the stage and all the shit that they worked out. And
Really?
all the like zip lines and
so
shit.
there's still a Waterworld.
There's still a Waterworld show
way.
at Universal Studios Orlando.
That's so fucking awesome, dude. How many kids like go into that and they just have no fucking? They're like, "Who the fuck is Kevin Costner?"
I know,
Like,
right? No.
He's got gills behind his ears.
Dude, the bad guy is
They're looking for dirt. You're like, what?
Jared, this is the dumbest story I've ever heard. Thank God these fucking jet ski pirates are doing flips.
Yeah. I gotta look that.
What was I on about before Waterworld the musical? I don't know. Just like how it makes sense to make Beetlejuice a musical, at least more than like Mean Girls, you know?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're gonna do it like
Oh, like how
they'll
people
do anything as a musical.
people that are in the arts but aren't creative, or at least not, they're not like
That's
the
insane.
most creative. They kind of shouldn't be in the arts. Like, you know, when they revamp a play and like they do Newsies or something, and then they do a modern ripped from the headlines thing in Newsies or something. Like they write something into the script that like, oh yeah,
The Twin Towers.
the Twin Towers is Donald Trump, and it's like a nod to, it's like, hey, we've been doing this the same way for 100 years, but we're still fresh. And it's like there are like 4 opportunities to write something into the play that the guy who wrote the play left the room for, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, you wrote 4 new lines for fucking
For Newsies.
Chicago or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Or like Company or something. It's like, ooh, you get to say it. You said Bear Stearns instead of whatever bullshit 1920s thing it was based on.
That's what I saw a guy that was like. This is the problem. Like, I think who was it? Like fucking who's that horrible?
I like that. I was like, I hate musical theater. I'm like, a company. Come on,
Oklahoma, forget about it.
Oklahoma. I know we've literally done that bit.
Oklahoma.
The musical Oklahoma, but it's just Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And it sucked. So let's leave that in the past.
Let's let sleeping dogs lie.
By the way, we've done this before on the old podcast where we're like, musical theater sucks. Here's my favorite place.
Well, no, who is it? Fran Lebowitz that was like all the fun gays died in the 80s.
Yeah,
like
because the fun gays don't use prep.
Yeah. No, I saw like a gay comedian with the most emphatic air quotes of all time.
Yeah.
But just being like.
I wanted to do the echo, but that's probably not.
Yeah. No,
given the state of the world.
Not that. A comedian.
Comedian.
No, it was like a Hispanic. It was like some gay Hispanic guy or something. But he was just like yelling about like doing like a one-man show in like a giant like fur coat, but just yelling about like.
Oh, was this on HBO?
No, it was. I saw it on TikTok, but it was like they were singing a song, but the song was just yelling about how much they're mad at Fox News, and it's like, oh yeah, all the fucking now the only thing that's left is like normie retard gays and none of the fucking fun ones. Like
no, it was gays,
nobody. That's why they're like,
gays
let me take my
rights, and that's why they're boring now.
Yeah.
They're not counterculture.
I heard somebody was like,
fun to be fucked in that way. Just to be like, to be just like consistently pounded into the dirt socially. Yeah, it ruins you emotionally, but it makes you really cool.
Yeah.
And then you start getting the right to marry, and it's like, hey, you're just going to be boring. You're going to be a boring married couple. That's what you get.
Yeah,
you get to be
where
boring.
you now you're not doing anything subversive, so you're not in subversive communities. And so now you're just like, you're just yelling about what you saw on the TV.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, like.
So you're just every fat Midwestern person that watches Fox News, except they're just yelling about, Tucker's right about those city fans.
And you're like,
the city fan.
And you're like, hey, who cares
Tucker's
if.
wrong about us?
Who cares if the Little Mermaid is black? And it's like, nobody's having this conversation except the lamest people in the world.
Yeah.
Like. You've totally lost the plot.
Little Mermaid was remade. Why the fuck did they do that? Why are they doing live action Disney?
Because again, all the people which by the way is a musical. Again, we're repeating the same thing.
Well,
all the fun gays died.
All
so
Disneys are musicals.
All Disneys?
All Disneys are musicals. I quit drinking. I have a frozen water bottle on my back just to stay in the zone.
What the fuck was I talking about? Anyway, yeah, no, like it's just gonna be remakes of shit that's already been made and then bad. Like I just saw a fucking sign for Back to the Future the musicals. Like we don't need that. Like it's one of the few things that was like this great trilogy. They didn't try to add anything to it.
Watering down just like Broadway, you know?
Yeah.
There's too much musicals. It's why the fuck after Spider-Man the musical you think we'd learn our lesson?
Mm-hmm. Well, like Hamilton, we're like, what if?
Yeah.
It's like, what if all the founding fathers were
Puerto Rican.
Yeah. What if they were all rapid? What if they were all Immortal Technique? and then that sucked, and we were like, okay, this is like, we don't real. And then Lin-Manuel Miranda spawned a million terrible fucking theater fag rappers, which is now a thing.
It was all dudes that
shouldn't exist.
That like rub their hands together and lick their lips. You know,
rub their hams together.
They rub their hands together.
I'm rubbing my hands together, thinking about you, girl. Yeah, no, it is. It's like
cornball, like ethnic non-white dudes that think they're cool because Lin-Manuel Miranda thinks he's cool and sexy. And it's like, dude, this is doing so much damage to how cool gays and Puerto Ricans and black people used to be.
Yeah.
Now every black person likes fucking children's anime. They like watching fucking Dragon Ball Z is like that's a nostalgia thing, but they watch like fucking Hunter x Hunter. So it's the power of friendship. It's bullshit.
Dude, I saw that. Did you? I don't know.
It's
if
like, dude, it's seriously if the cultural shift was like, if you were a cool black guy, you have to wear a Letterman jacket with Steven Universe characters on the back of it. Like it's that gay.
Did you see that that lanky black dude that came into the came into the train on our way back?
Oh, the one with the
from Harlem.
AirPods in.
Yeah, he like came in and was like, did that. I thought he was crazy for a second because he was just like staring into the middle distance, and he's like, "What? What you like? What do you talk like? Why won't you look at me?" You're like, "What?"
And then started. He was saying stuff like, "I'm getting on the train," and it's like,
you're like, "Oh, you're on
okay.
you're on the phone.
You're arguing with."
And then
someone.
I looked up, so he was a person that I was like, I have to look away so this psycho doesn't bother me. And then because you realize he's on the phone.
Got up and got out of the train, and then I took their seat. They went out the door where he was, and then they came back in and went out the other door because they also heard just a guy yelling.
Yeah, and then you look at him like finally you're like, oh, I can like look at you and make sure like assess you.
You know what?
And he was wearing
I saw him with a basketball under his arm. I was like, that's too nice of a basketball.
He had a basketball under his arm. He was wearing.
He just turned crazy? Is this first day?
He was wearing like
So this is the first day of school for this guy?
Yeah, the first day of being crazy on the subway.
Your mom drops you off. I was like, I love you, sweetie.
I love you, sweetie. Do you have your bag of shit? Do you have your bag of human feces?
Do you have the last peanut butter and jelly I'll ever pack you?
Scream into the ether if you need anything, honey. His mom is a ghost. Anyway, I fucking look up and he's wearing like slides with a Rick and Morty fucking socks and a T-shirt that says "Adulting 1 star." And I was like, oh, you're a fucking
my god,
bitch. Like you're like probably
like a guy who's really into basketball and also Reddit humor.
You're either like 17 and look old as fuck, or you're developmentally delayed.
Yeah, you're like 35, but the emotions of a child.
Yeah.
Black people do be liking Rick and Morty socks, though.
Yeah, they for sure. Yeah.
No, it's kind of crazy. I think because the show's like whatever, especially now. But like they really like the
merch.
The merch. They love the Rick and Morty merch.
Yeah, that's great.
I was at a mall, I think in Colorado, with my mom, and I walked by one of those like stands, one of the kiosks, and it was all just airbrushed Rick and Morty bootleg shirts. It was incredible. And guess who was standing around it? Only Hispanic teenagers.
Yeah. It's like, dude, the first night I was here when we went to that fucking Dominican place.
Yeah.
Which was shady. I think they might have been doing coke in the bathroom. They just had a vibe.
Yeah. It was that Dominican? I can't tell the difference between Mexican places and Dominican places here.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I think Dominican, but I don't know.
It might have just been a Dominican restaurant run by Mexicans.
Who knows?
There were plantains. It was probably Dominican.
Yeah. Mexicans don't fuck with plantains.
I think they might.
I don't think they do.
They get the little baby, like baby knuckle plantains.
Those are human penises.
No, they're really bent ones.
No,
the ones that literally the itty bitty bananas that kind of look like baby toes.
Yeah.
I think that might be a Mexican thing.
No, it's not. I'm Mexican. I know.
Mexicans like plátanos. That's a thing.
Plátanos.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that place is Dominican.
They're more like potatoes. Really.
I don't understand. They were probably Dominican because we don't have like Puerto Ricans around here.
Puerto Ricans.
The Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Ricans. No, it doesn't seem like it.
No, but those guys kept like going to the bathroom and they were like they seemed gacked out.
Oh yeah. No, they ruled.
No, it's fine.
It was nice to be in that environment without any pressure to partake, you know?
Just
play pool around a bunch of people just high on coke. It rules.
Oh, I hate not drinking. I hate not drinking mostly because I like when you're drunk, you can't hear other people slur.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah,
you're like this guy is on top of his game.
It's like
just
you do a shot of just rot gut fucking well vodka, and then you step into the mirror world.
Yeah, truly.
It's like why is everyone's eyes buttons? It's like I don't know. I got button eyes. It doesn't seem weird to me.
Yeah. You put in the button eyes, dude, and you're like everything looks right to me, dude. That guy the host of that open mic last night, I was like, just watching him. I'm like, oh, you're getting fucked up.
Yeah,
like,
he was getting fucking lit.
And dude, like everybody around me, you could tell was like, or I could tell. And I've been drunk for 20 years, so I've never seen anybody slur in my life. And so I was like, for a second, I was like, is there a fucking gas leak? Like, what is it? Oh no!
Oh, is this what carbon monoxide is like?
Yeah. I was like, no, this is just what it's like being sober around drunk people.
I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I've had to be sober around drunk people a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not new to me, but it is weird.
I never have.
It's weird now that the finality of, like, well, I don't drink anymore, so I'll never be able to, be a part of this weird, like, you put an antenna on your head of being drunk and just link to other people.
The thing is, drunk people, like, that's why I I was like, partially like, oh, hey, let's get home. Because I'm like, because they're gonna start violating my boundaries, and I know that because it's a thing that I've never noticed before. Because when you're drunk, you don't care if people violate your boundaries.
Yeah, you just you stand a little too close and sway into people's personal space.
Yeah, and they don't care because they're doing it too.
Because they're drunk too, and that's like you know how apes communicate not with language but with grooming. You get so drunk that you basically are just checking each other's armpit hair for fucking mites.
Yeah, a dude that you just met, and we're like,
yeah.
Like that guy was like, oh, you guys are great, and like grabbing our hands and stuff. And we're like, we in fucking like it was like, it wasn't Harlem, but it was like close to Harlem. And
I
he's
think
just
technically it was above
probably
Central
technically
Park.
Harlem, and he's just like grabbing my hand and just like, you guys are great, and you're like, we just met, motherfucker.
And I'm trying to ask him real questions like, oh, hey, what's up? Are you here for the show or are you a comic? He just walks off.
Yeah, just floating around, dude.
That guy was a fucking butterfly, dude.
But yeah, I gotta get it's like you can't hang out too late, not because.
No,
the nice thing about it is it makes you not want to drink because you're like, I don't want to get. Is that what I fucking sound like?
Yeah, rules.
Yeah.
No, they sound stupid, but you know how much fun they're having.
Oh, they're on cloud nine, dude. They're walking on sunshine.
It was nice to kind of watch everyone be drunk and have fun and do that, you know? Just to be in that. That was a crazy thing because I had a killer set for whatever reason. I was just tuned in, and then they were just drunk enough to go start touching go wild, and then just still enough sober enough to pay attention to my set. And it was like, oh, this is weird. I know I'm good, but as gay as that is, but it's I know how to do this, and then just catching them right on the just before it becomes exponential growth, just a little bit of the uptick.
That was the best example that I remember is that show we did in Lander, where I just caught them.
That was the shit. Yeah.
Where we were all hammered, right? We were all the exact right amount of hammered for my entire set, and then I just left, and
everyone was just and
then it started decaying.
Carnival games where you hit the fucking hammer on the seesaw and it goes.
Yeah.
Everyone was right there.
Show starts at 9. They're serving liquor in the. We're like, oh shit, we've been doing breweries. Nobody's been able to get fucking drunk for.
We've been doing meaderies and having diarrhea all at the same time in a one-bed hotel.
Dude, we used to fucking go to this bar in Gillette that, we went there for probably 3 weeks, and then my friend Matt, pulled me aside, and he's like, stop. He like put it together finally. He was like, stop ordering their tap beer. They don't clean out their lines. That's why we're getting sick. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, god damn it, dude.
Oh, that's why I've been throwing up and shitting. Mm-hmm. That's why I've been creating a permanent loop. I've been creating a portal with my own fluids.
Yeah, it's just a black hole that I pour booze into and pour foamy liquid into, and then foamy liquid comes out of my ass.
Oh, man. You just turned yourself into a Stargate.
That's fucking awesome.
Fuck. I don't know. How are we going to conquer New York, dude? What's the plan?
Honestly,
what's
dude,
the 5-phase plan, dude?
It seems very, like, I don't know, like, we're good. We have, like, a big-ass fucking apartment.
No, it rules, dude. It's that point where you kind of, like, you've, like, peaked a false summit, you know? Where it's like, okay, we got to a place, and we can rest here. This is, like, the new base camp.
Yeah.
You know, and everything, all of the progress from here can be incremental, it can be slow, whatever we want.
Yeah. But it's good to get here and be, everybody's either, like, that's why I want to get to play, like, where there's better, because there's been a lot of just, like, kind of,
just regular open mic.
We're open mics, which are a lot of, you know, kind of insane people. Where you're like,
shit, man. I was really poorly networking for a year here, and that's like part of why I got burnt out on it, is because like I kept just finding those mics or shows that were a version of those mics, you know.
Yeah. Where you have like a guy like singing a parody song.
Yeah, it's like someone's insane, another person's delusional. There's no audience, and then you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's crazy. If you guys don't, for any of the listeners, if you don't know, the open mics in New York are like 5 to 10 comics, 0 audience members, and they cost $5 to do, which is insane.
It's rare that it's even just like buy something from the bar, which is actually more expensive than just charging $5.
Yeah. If the rest of the city wasn't
the best option you have is come with cash, get a seltzer and lime for $5.
Yeah. Dude, you should be able to be
and then actually it's $6 because you just have to tip. You have to tip because it's insane to be a bartender here. You should be able to like tug a guy off and you know, or something, or be like, hey dude, I'll like, the Me Too shit was just that was a good like, it was like a warp level, you know.
Way to take opportunities from women. Good job, women. Good job, other women.
you fucking reprogram those cheat codes, huh? You patched the fucking up, down, left, right Konami code.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch. Oddly enough, it is up, down, left.
That's it. Fuck. Yeah, those were great inroads for women, and
well, no, I mean they were inroads for women. Let's not say the great.
Well, yeah, I don't know about great, but
there's a way to do it.
If not even that decent of a woman was like, if you eat my pussy, I will give you stage time. You, yeah, I'll book you on a show
on an unpaid guest spot.
That's a good point.
Where there will be some people there, and I'd be like, how many times I do this?
Yeah.
How many times will you let me eat your fucking disgusting
You have to
bowl?
bark into my open pussy. Comedy show.
For 2 hours. Like,
late night
better than... let's not talk about comedy. It's gay. We're gay.
No, we're
gay for doing it.
Yeah, that was gay.
video I showed you of the cops, the fucking res cops,
Yeah.
just tearing through this fucking climate protest. Is that what being Republican is? Is just liking? It's like watch them get owned.
Yeah, I mean, no, but there's some part of it
Some
where
about it is just like being from a culture.
You know what? There's not enough of.
What?
There's here's the thing, because you would like it. Don't get trapped. Don't get like, because you're looking at like a false equivalency or something like that. Being
Sure.
like, do I want to see climate protesters get the shit beat out of them? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By cops, sure. But have you
Time
ever
someone
seen
blocking a road got what was coming to them?
Yeah. But if I saw a bunch of protesters just beating the fuck out of cops, I'd be like,
Whoa.
I'd get hard, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'd be way into that.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm not a Republican. Like,
Right, sure.
Ooh, yeah.
It really just
Hit 'em, boys.
whoever the aggressor and ultimate winner is just like, oh yeah, I'll hate the other side. I don't.
Yeah.
What am I gonna get mad at the winner here? No, I hate both sides.
Well, nobody's ever like, you know, it's almost never a reasonable. I watch a guy.
Listen. I'll let res cops do Rodney King level police brutality all day,
Yeah.
especially against white people. And whatever that foreign guy was, because he was like he wasn't the cool kind
How
of
about
foreign. He
Rodney
was like,
Chief? Okay. You don't have to like it. That's why I said, how about?
How about not?
What was the guy's name?
Geronimo?
No. Who was the guy that got pulled out of the truck?
Rodney King?
No, that wasn't Ronnie King.
Wait, what police brutality?
It was during the riots.
Who got pulled out of a truck? I don't remember.
He got pulled
this
like
one.
out of a semi and got the shit beat out of him.
Oh, that guy in the LA 90s riots. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about George Floyd. What was that guy's name? He had a great name, too.
He did. Fuck.
He had like a Sirhan kind of name.
Yeah. No, it was a fucking.
One of the names
awesome
that just like, oh, that's just phonetically beautiful and that'll forever be remembered. His name was like fucking Bluegrass. His name was like crazy as Bluegrass McQuaid or something, you know?
Yeah.
It was like something insane.
Reginald Denny, dude.
Reginald Denny, dude.
Yeah, god damn it, dude. What a great fucking name, dude.
That's crazy.
Reginald Denny. Yeah.
That's like when you name your son Captain or something. It's like, no, put some respect on his name.
Yeah. Reginald Denny. That's great.
I'm going to name my son Brigadier General Bogus.
Yeah. Oh fuck! He fucked up his speech and his ability to walk. I didn't know yet.
What, they give him brain damage or some shit?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I mean, we're literally just saying before the podcast, like, hey, you got to work stuff out on white people. I guess I'll show up for it. You know, if it's got to be me, it's got to be me.
Yeah, yeah.
Reginald Denny made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah. Some people.
He is an ally.
All gave some, but some gave all. You know what I mean? Reginald Denny. Which is a name, if you say it enough, it just starts to sound like something. I don't know what it sounds like, but Reginald Denny.
Reginald Denny.
Reginald Denny. Do it. Reginald. It sounds like like an adverb. You know, it's like
Reginald Diddley.
it's a really Reginald Denny kind of like situation.
It kind of sounds like it either sounds like someone who's about to like start a hoedown or like an auctioneer. Reginald Denny or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fuck,
fuck, what was I talking about Reginald Denny? He moved to Arizona.
That's probably the place to go.
Yeah, he was like,
Where stop and frisk has always been illegal.
Yeah. That's great. Where was it? Yeah.
It is kind of funny how my brother is, he is the guy who arrested, like Rodney King, basically, but he's also an Indian guy. So he's like a 6'2", slender Native American with the politics of like Gavin McInnes.
Why the fuck would he was born in Reginald Denny was born in Lansing, Michigan, and his parents moved to Los Angeles. Why would you do that?
What happened with that?
I feel like you're out of the. Oh, nothing. It just screen.
Oh, okay, good.
What were we? How do we get to Reginald Denny? How about Reginald Denny the musical? How about that?
What is this? What's happening?
Please stop.
I've been torn from my throne.
I can't walk. I can barely speak. I'm in physical therapy.
Reginald Denny got brain damage to where he can't speak. He can only sing.
It's like the singing
He is
detective.
Reginald Denny the musical. That's what's written on his chart is Reginald Denny the musical.
First it was all about Rodney King. Then they turned their backs on me.
I thought the LA riots was after the OJ verdict.
Wait, was he black?
Reginald Denny?
Oh no, Reginald Denny was white.
White as hell, brother. Fucking Merle Haggard.
You're telling me Reginald Denny doesn't sound like a black name?
No, it's almost
sounds like
too
the blackest
perfect.
names.
Listen, dude, I have the blackest name, and look at me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If the name's too black, it circles around a redneck.
Yeah, Rutherford B. Hayes.
Yeah.
That sounds like Isaac Hayes' brother.
It's like Titus Andronicus. Yeah, that's a white guy. Come on.
Yeah. All right, Reginald Denny. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
Who is that? Who is that author?
Make that a musical. Gaze, Broadway Gaze. Where are you?
Broad gaze. Who is that author that I kept thinking?
When's somebody going to step up and be brave and make a musical about Reginald Denny?
Who's that author that I thought was black? That had he had a name like Titus. There was an author that I just like assumed was black.
I don't know.
God damn it! It's a great one because we're doing it. We're doing like shit, motherfucker.
We're doing an offensive black voice.
Yeah, and then just saying
who is
his
the
name.
author?
I don't know. He's like who's the guy? He's like a Malcolm Gladwell kind of guy. I don't know. I don't think he's like just a straight fiction author. I think he also wrote like papers and op-eds.
Salman Rushdie.
Salman Rushdie. No, it's a
Jordan B.
name.
Peterson.
That was it.
Fuck, I don't know.
Look up authors.
Just authors.
Just Google authors.
Authors you'd think were black, but they're not.
It's a
can't feel
BuzzFeed
my
article.
legs.
It's a BuzzFeed listicle. It's number 1, the guy you're thinking of. End of list.
Authors who ain't black. How about that?
Authors who ain't black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how comfortable I am.
Books by black authors that aren't focused on race. God,
Can they-
it sucks.
Well, I mean, Stranger Than Fiction. almost
Dear
was
white
that.
people, black authors are not your medicine. Is
What?
an article by The Guardian.
I fucking hate The Guardian.
The idea that, dude, that's such a crazy white people, black authors are not your medicine.
That's a
You
weird
imagine
thing to
somebody
say.
clutching their to be like, I need my medicine.
Quick! I need Push by Sapphire.
Quick, give me
Quick!
my-
It's in the drawer. It's in a giant pill box, just with only black books in it.
Give me Push by Sapphire. I mean, Maya Angelou.
Oh well, it's not Maya Angelou. It's a guy,
What?
the author that I'm talking about.
Sapphire?
What?
I thought you were talking about Push by Sapphire.
No, yeah. I was.
Sapphire's
I'm
a
talking
woman.
about too many things at once.
Sapphire's a woman. She's not a
I'm
pleasant,
melting into this couch.
she's not a pleasant looking woman, but she is a woman.
Yeah.
She's a.
I thought she was a Geodude from
That's
Pokemon.
by the way what I was gonna say. We're 48 minutes in, so I can talk about this. I was thinking about this earlier today.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's get it going, guys. If you stuck around till 49 minutes in, now we get to the good. Now we get to the fucking meat of the show.
Yeah. We've been pushing asparagus around on the plate for 49 minutes.
Now we're ready. Now we're fucking warmed up, dude. We're gonna do 10 minutes of good shit and then a Patreon. It's gonna be an hour.
A rambler at the end of a regular episode.
So this is what I was thinking. Like they're like this idea of like trans visibility. You're like, well, here's the thing: that you sacrifice with visibility is invisibility. Like,
yeah,
there was a whole point. There was a whole period of time.
You know what
when
really
you would
rules
see
right now is white invisibility. It fucking kicks ass.
Yeah. But that's the thing. For years, for decades, you would see like a trans woman on public transit or something, and you would go, "Oh, what an unfortunate looking woman," and then you wouldn't ever like nothing would. Nothing would happen. That was the invisibility.
That lady's having a rough day.
Yeah, like, she's got a fucking broad shoulders for a woman. That's too bad for her.
She really hit the genetic fucking...
the opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
She's having a rough go.
She just crapped out with her jeans, dude. That was rolling a 7 on a fucking
the amount
street.
of times 10 years ago that I saw a woman with like facial hair and was like, it's got to be rough.
Yeah. No,
It would have never crossed my mind that they were
I saw this like... late 60s, early 70s lady, just haggard, looked like a Halloween decoration, you know?
Yeah, like a jack-o'-lantern. This woman's face.
It looks like something that would be the decoy on the porch to like get a kid's attention, and then your dad comes around the corner with a chainsaw, and it's like a gaudy decoration, and then he really scares the kids. But this woman was clearly transgender, and it took me the longest time to, this is like one of the first transgender people.
Right, yeah.
At least in America.
But that's the thing. Now I'm like so inundated with, and I'm not saying that this is wrong. I'm not making a moral judgment. I'm simply, I'm offering a information, I guess. I'm
offering a blowjob to any geriatric trans woman.
Yeah, if you're one of the old heads, if you're an old head, I'll give you head. How about that? No, just that. Like now I'm so in now there is trans visibility, and
I just thought of what to call them, a Model T.
Oh God! Gross. Come on.
That's great.
Anyway. By the way, this is a byproduct of Henry Ford's reality. Like Henry Ford was so influential, he was like, "Fucking cut it off,
dude,"
and we'll put something else there, dude.
His power of industry led to literally his worst nightmare.
Yeah, we're doing human beings by assembly line now, motherfucker. Let's go. But no, the thing is, like, because there is so much trans visibility now, I understand the concept of like passing and you know what I mean. I understand. I know all this stuff. So now
you're looking like for bad contouring instead of an Adam's apple.
Exactly. You know? I'm like you don't, and it's like just shit that I shouldn't. That you wouldn't see me like looking. Like you would be. I feel like
now you're getting stared at because I know I'm too informed about you.
Exactly. You're not too visible. This is just the trade-off. Again, it goes back to like the Spangler Faustian Empire thing, where you gave up the anonymity of your struggle, but now you don't have the now I'm clocking you. I wasn't clocking you before. I would just be,
You used to suffer in silence, but you'd also like
be in silence. You'd enjoy silence. Also,
you would suffer in silence, of course, and would be mostly suffering. But most people are mostly suffering. Sure, you're suffering more, but it's like, oh wow, you're even more human than me. Like, no, but like you would also get to you would also get to celebrate in silence. You would get to congratulate in silence. You would get to be jovial and communal and like just be with people that are exactly like you in silence. It was so much more of a private thing that was kind of more special. Now it's common, which is good in its way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure that. Well,
But I mean, like, diamonds are like they're artificially rare. They are common, and if diamonds were to be judged as common, they would destroy an entire market. You know?
Yeah.
So like, I know I'm comparing human beings and their experience to commodities, but like it's not that different. Just in the way that we use language.
But that's yeah. I don't know what is the value of like everybody knowing about like the intricacies of my community. That's kind of the thing. Like I almost don't want to like
cults or like very strictly orthodox religious people. They don't go around advertising what they're doing. It's like just for them. The Amish don't really want to talk to you about what they do.
Yeah, they're not. Well, they're also just not. That's part of the problem of like social media is you're like, what do you talk about? Like what do you talk about socially? And most of it is like complaining. Like you're like complaining about
how bad this podcast is.
Yeah. How about
how unfunny these retards are. How you got your hopes dashed because you saw us on like a Hulu show or like we were on one of the like Netflix fucking the stand-ups and now you're like, this is the worst podcast.
Yeah. No, this will go down as one of the worst episodes. This might be
This is gonna bite us in the ass. Like how bad this episode is for sure.
But I made a good point about.
Yeah, that's great. On the comedy podcast. Good job, Corey.
Listen, yeah. No, they're gonna be like, it started out racist and ended transphobic. I don't know.
It ended transphobic, weirdly philosophically on the side of transphobic.
Yeah. I don't know if we've hated women enough on this yet.
Cunts.
Yeah. I could get on estrogen and just be some hot girl's disgusting friend.
Dude, if I got on estrogen, I would get so fat.
Oh, you would? Yeah.
Dude, I would turn into the pellets that Pac-Man eats.
Yeah. Oh,
or
God.
Pac-Man. I don't know why I didn't just say Miss Pac-Man. I would be, because I'd be more featureless than even having a mouth.
Yeah.
I would become so big, it would like, the way that Newtonian physics works, I would have to eat like an amoeba. I would have to like surround whatever my prey is and then absorb it with enzymes they secrete.
I was talking to my friend about being being feminine. And he was like, "You think you're feminine? You're like, you seem really masculine to me." I'm like, "That's because you're like a feminine child to me. Like you're so bitch made. It's insane.
You're literally a woman. That's why.
Yeah, I am. I could take you. Like
I know that like that's I don't want to talk about my ex, but I'll talk about this specific thing because like it was already a thing I was going to talk about on stage where I was hanging out with her and then you called me on the phone just for whatever quick thing you needed to ask me about moving here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What's up, homo?" And basically, like, I was just doing the thing we do, which is the caricature of what masculinity is.
Yeah.
Where we're like, that's not what masculinity is, and it's actually gay, and it's hilarious to do.
Yeah.
And then she heard me doing that, and she was like, "That was fucking crazy hot. I don't even know why." And I'm like, "'Cause you're retarded is why."
Yeah.
Because you want me to actually be a caricature of myself. You actually like everything the way it always was.
Yeah, women want you to be a bad version of yourself. That's the thing.
They want you to lose control of yourself. They want you to be such a beast and so hot for them and so wild with passion for them that you could kill them. You really could.
Yeah.
But you stop yourself just short.
Just short of It's
fucking crazy. They want you to be fucking Al Bundy. They want you to fucking put your hand down your pants, fart, burp, watch the game, ignore them, so that they can like have something to civilize, you know? Because they have this idea that they're the people that civilize the world.
You're in
no, it's both of us.
But that's okay. But that's the thing. So you get two. There's almost like two kinds of women. There's the ones that are with like hyper like machismo, who are the gayest men because they're submitting to to women's idea of them. Like that's the gayest shit you could do, in my opinion. Is be like,
where you've not dealt.
You know
with...
what I mean? Like I've talked to dudes that are like really into pussy, and they're like, you gotta act this way. You got like putting all these things. It's like
every facet of your being.
Yeah, in order to fit into a woman's idea, it's like gay, dude. Fuck
literally
women.
To fit into a woman.
To fit your tiny to fit into a woman's idea, which is like if you've met a woman, they're retarded. So. Yeah. You're fitting into it's like going up to it's like getting career advice from somebody with Down syndrome. You're like they're great people, but like don't take advice. You know what I mean? Like,
invest in apples. Everybody loves apples. Everybody loves applesauce.
What should I sink my retirement funds into? So you guys like take investing.
Oh,
advice.
Dude, I just fucking lost my shirt on Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm bringing it right back, dude.
Yeah, no.
But then it's such a gay thing.
She was fine, and it was like a fine thing, and it ended weirdly mutually. I never end relationships because I'm always just like, well, I don't have many of these, so I need to learn more, you know?
Yeah.
But she just like showed up, and I was naked and just sitting in my bed, being depressed as all hell.
Yeah.
And she showed up and probably saw me naked. And it was like, oh, he didn't even make an effort to be clothed when I got here. I think we should break up. And I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
There's no part of me that will fight against that. But like, I don't know.
But that is masculine. That is at the very least assertive of like the idea of like cowering before the idea of being near a woman, where you're like, I got to wear the right cologne, I got to wear the right clothes, I got to put my body in this certain way. It's like, why are you? I
was being a creature. It was
doing all these things.
Here's what really it was. I was just too much myself too quick.
But you're like those guys acting like that. It's like something to be proud of. It's like, dude, you're a weak person. You're like a girl with borderline personality disorder.
They're doing.
You're like pretending to like shit she
they're
likes.
They're putting barriers between their real self and the other person in the least productive and healthy way possible. You know.
Yeah.
You are supposed to reveal yourself slowly. You don't want to blow the fucking mystery. You know. You don't want to be like, all right, pick a card. Is this your card?
Yeah.
No, it's got to be a whole thing. It's got to be a process. But like they're woefully afraid of like. Yeah. I only listen
to like top 40 hits.
Disappointing their boys. Even.
Yeah,
that's really the gay thing.
God damn, dude.
I don't
so
like
weak,
the idea.
Dude.
Listen, we get to call guys gay for wanting to impress other guys. Women don't get to do that. You know.
No,
we don't call them gay for all the makeup and hair and nails and dressing up and fashion. They only do that for other women. They do it for themselves. They do it to raise their status.
Like a woman being like, "We're not wearing it for you. We're wearing it for girls." They'd be like, "Dyke," and then like,
and then hit her.
Go to fucking swing a fake punch her, make her flinch.
Fucking two flinching hoe.
No, we would. I would never.
Yeah, that's what they're doing to us.
But that is what they're. No. That's the whole thing. And then weak men are like,
I'm a men's rights activist now.
Yeah. We're joining the. This is a fucking.
We went past.
This is a men's rights podcast.
We transformed. We were like heel turn, hard woke, through woke into MRA.
Yeah.
Just fucking playing the song from Bigger, Badder, and Uncut. Son, you're going to hell, just smashing through.
Yeah, this podcast is a tank. It can go over many different types of terrain.
It's an amphibious assault vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. We can go underwater which is
we're technically neutrally buoyant because of the packaged air inside of the spent.
We actually
nuclear rods that are the hull of the tank.
We started out by we got the theater fags. We hit them. Now we're accusing men of being too weak.
Yeah, everyone's
similar
catching strays.
things. yeah, they're catching strays, dude.
I will get into an argument with someone I got into a fender bender in. Call my boyfriend. He will assault a bystander. They will get into a fist fight. He will stab him to death.
Right, down the street.
Less than a quarter mile from where I lay my head.
Dude, that was so funny. We were walking by, the couple's just like, that woman's just like screaming at her boyfriend, and there's two cops just in a cop car, like 10 feet away, just like, yeah.
Chewing cud,
Yeah,
basically.
they're gonna scream, dude.
Yeah, they scream. It's
scream,
hot.
yeah.
It's summer.
Like
They do that.
It's almost the 4th. You know? They're like,
They're going to get it all out.
yeah.
Do you know how many fucking DVs are going to happen during those fireworks, dude?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
People are going to be planning their
You're gonna be hearing like little pops right before the fireworks, and that is a lot of backing.
People are going to try.
That is a lot of broken knuckles.
People are going to be trying to align their spousal slaps with the fireworks, like Andy Dufresne breaking through the pipe with the lightning strikes.
Yeah, it's like an assassin timing the pulling of the trigger, so the even though it has a great flash suppressor and a fucking silencer on it, he's still gonna go.
Just a terrified woman watching with terror in her eyes, just watching a dude light a fucking mortar. Like, oh no, he's got a Roman candle. He's just, they're not going to be hard slaps, but there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh God, that was too real.
It was it the look in my eye when I. Yeah.
Sounds a lot like fireworks. Is that fireworks? Is it gunshots? Is it a symphony of domestic violence?
Oh yeah, that's the name of the episode, A Symphony of Domestic Violence. Found it, dude. Took an hour 5, dude, but we fucking got warmed up, dude. Getting warmed up. All right.
Well, now that we're warmed up, should we stop?
Let's shut it down, dude.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, fuck off.